Praise the Lord, YouTube. Hope everyone is feeling well and doing great. Well, I'm here to kick off my very second swap. And so I thought that I would do this swap, testing the waters for myself. You all know I did a pocket letter in a previous video for a friend. And I kind of liked it. I know the original way is that you all use the 9 pocket baseball sleeve. And I kind of was struggling with that at first. So I was sitting down and I'm in a swap with another YouTube friend. And I was playing around with the 9 pockets. And I kind of think I came up with a comfort zone for myself. However, I had this idea, and so here we go. I'm here to announce a pocket letter die cut swap. Okay, a pocket letter die cut swap. All right, so the idea came from this swap that I'm in with another YouTuber, and this is my pocket letter, and it turned out really, really nice. I was looking through some of my old paper, and this is a DCWV stack. And this paper kind of like jumped out to me, but it was a very busy paper. And one of the things that jumped out from the images of the paper was a butterfly. And I was like, okay, I could go with that. So what I did was I took the paper, it was 12 by 12, cut it down to 8.5 by 11. And then I cut my 2.5 by 3.5 pockets. And then I took the second sheet of the same paper and I cut out these little shapes. And these shapes just went throughout the paper. And then I thought about putting them together to make a butterfly. And I think they came out really, really nice. Can you see it? Really, really nice. And this little body of the butterfly is a different die that I just punched out. And actually this is one of those, what do you call those? I cannot think of the name of those dies. It'll come to me, I'm sorry. And I cut it out and I said that made the perfect butterfly. So what I decided to do with this particular pocket letter is that I filled this whole letter up with nothing but different butterflies. I started pulling out my dies and I realized, wow, I had quite a few, more than 4 butterfly dies. And so as I was putting this together, I was thinking, how nice would it be if we could swap die cuts. And so I thought this would be an awesome project. A lot of times I look at different videos from different YouTubers and they're displaying and showing projects using various dies. And there are some nice dies out there. So I will go try to find the dies. Some dies I was able to purchase. Some have been discontinued, no longer making them anymore. So I thought this would be a nice way to, 1, get to know new YouTube friends, 2, get to share different dies that we have. I thought it would be nice and cute. So here it goes. This is my pocket letter. What I did was I put a grass scene on each one of the levels of the pocket letter. And this is just a Fisker's punch. And I think it turned out really, really, really nice. All right, so down here I have a treat pocket with a little treat in there. Here's my little letter. And then here's about me. Okay, so I did a about me. I think it came out nice. And all 6 of these have dies in them. All right. And I put some of my ribbon. This was actually a good way to get rid of some scraps. It really was, because I cut all of my dies, all of my die cuts with scraps out of my scrap drawer. And they came out really, really nice. And I just put a saying here, fluttering by to say hi. So I think it came out cute. So I came up with the idea of a pocket die cut swap. Okay, so in order to be in the swap, here's the requirements. You must be a U.S. citizen. You must be a subbie. You must use dies only. You must include $3 postage. $5 postage. And you must make 3 pocket letters. All right, and when I say dies only, for this swap, you can only use dies, not electronic die cut machine. So you can't use your Silhouette. You can't use your what are they called? Crickets or any of those. You only can use dies. What do I mean? You can use spellbinders, dies. These are different die cuts. Okay, you can use Bow Bunny dies. You can use Top Dog dies. Okay, this is the only thing that you can use in this swap. All right, let me get another one out just to show you all. Well, these are inspired by spellbinders. This is a die. So you all understand what I'm saying. You only can use dies in this swap. All right, you must make 3 pocket letters. 3 pocket letters, okay? That's including the one for you. So in the letter, you have to use the 9-sleeve baseball sleeve. You must use printed cardstock. So in other words, you can't just use plain. It has to have some type of print, okay? And you must do the front as well as the back. This is the back of my pocket letter, and I just think it looks cute. I'm going to sign my name right here. Put the date, okay? So you have to do the front and the back must be completed with printed cardstock, okay? Now, your dies must go in between the 2 cards. The dies must go in between the 2 cards. I think that's cute. All right, here we go. The pocket setup. You must have 1 pocket about you, 1 pocket for your letter, and 1 pocket for a small treat. Okay? And then you have 6 pockets filled with your die cuts. 6 pockets filled with your die cuts. That makes a complete 9-pocket letter. Let's talk about the die cuts. You must have 3 die cuts in each pocket, a minimum. Now you could put more, but you must have a minimum of 3 die cuts in each pocket. And you must again make 3 pocket letters. That's 18 cuts per pocket letter. So you need 18 die cuts for 1 pocket letter. You're going to make 3 pocket letters, which means you need to cut 54 pocket letters. Okay? Now, if you don't want to do a pocket letter for yourself, then all you need to do is 2 pocket letters with a total of 36 minimum cuts. You can, again, cut more die cuts and put them in there, but you have to do a minimum of 36. That's if you don't want to do a letter for yourself. Okay? All of your die cuts must fit in the 1 sleeve, the 2.5 by 3.5 sleeve. Okay, so if you do die cuts that's too big to fit in here, please don't send in any attachments because we're going to try to mail all of the pocket letters together and try to keep down the postage. Okay, so again, you need to make 3 pocket letters. That's including 1 for yourself, with 18 cuts per pocket letter and 54 cuts. If you don't want to make a pocket letter for yourself, then you're making 2 pocket letters with 18 cuts per letter and 36 cuts. Okay, now let me show you an example of what I mean about cuts. Like I said, in this pocket letter, I did a butterfly theme. You don't have to do all the same shapes. So these are some of the butterflies that I have. Let me find some white paper. These are some of the butterflies that I have in the pocket letter that I just showed you. Various different shapes and different types of pattern paper. Okay, those are butterflies. Those are all cut out with dies. All right, let me show you another version of a die. I have this die, which is a mini Polaroid. Okay, you can cut those. They fit in the pocket. This is considered a die. All right, then I have a mason jar die. Now you could use steel rule dies. You could use metal dies. They just need to be dies. Cannot be from the electrical die cut machine. All right, so these are mason jars that I made out of my steel rule die. All right, and I put some glossy accent on them. This one I popped up on some pop dots. Can you all see that? I popped them up and glossy accented those. So these can fit. They're a little bit smaller than 2.5 by 3.5. They could fit in a pocket. All right. Then I pulled out my Heartfelt Creation dies. They are made by Spellbinders. All right, and they are different gates. So that could be considered one of your pockets. They turned out really, really nice. I hope you all can see them. I've got them on. Let's see, put this on color. They white and the paper is white. Can you see that better? Yes. So these are my Heartfelt Creation gate dies. All right, made by Spellbinders. And what do we have left? All right, here's another die. This is by Amuse. These are some Amuse dies. Geeky glasses. They turned out really, really nice. Okay, so that's could be considered one pocket. All right, and again, here's another butterfly. So I gave you all some examples of what you can use for this swap. Again, this is a pocket letter die cut swap. An awesome opportunity for us to swap different dies that we have. Okay, this swap will run from May 1st to May 20th. All right, May 1st to May 20th. The groups will be in groups of 3s. So again, you will have to make 3 letters with a total of 54 die cuts minimum, or you making 2 letters with a minimum of 36 die cuts. Please do not use flimsy paper. Let's make this really nice. You know, I do unto others as I will have them to do unto me. So let's put our best foot forward. And I just welcome you all to be a part of this awesome swap. Okay, when you do your pocket for About Me, you must tell us your state, okay, that you're in. I put a picture on mine. You're not required to put a picture. It could just be about you, all right? So I put my name and my state and my picture on the outside of the card, but then on the inside I have a little sleeve that tells more about me, okay? So again, this swap is going to run from May 1st to May 20th. You all could check back here on Saturday for the group assignments and for my mailing address for you to send all of the letters in. Okay, if you want to do a goodie, let me just mention this. Your treat must fit in this 2.5 by 3.5 pocket. Again, your goodie treat must fit in this little pocket. Whatever the treat is, can't be bigger than 2.5 by 3.5. Again, we want to make sure that they're packaged nice and only send your letters. So everything should fit in the letters so that I'll be able to put the 3 letters by themselves in an envelope together to mail back to you. Okay? So I'll put all the information in the description box. You all check back here on Saturday for the group assignments. And happy die cutting. Until next time, you all be blessed.